Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I am in a extra good mood because guess what we're doing today? We are cash stuffing the biggest amount I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm sure if you saw my cash planning video for this, you saw that we are cash stuffing $1,400 or $1,407. I don't think I've ever held that much money in my hands before. So when I left the bank, I was like, I don't know how to act. I was so self-conscious even walking to the car. Like, it was in my purse and I was like, oh my God, this is kind of terrifying. But it was a really cool feeling. This amount of money is actually after we made progress on some more of our debts. We actually, if you saw my cash planning video, we paid off a credit card this week. It was the coolest feeling I've ever felt besides when I paid off my car. And on top of that, I made progress on 2 other debts. I made progress on our mattress loan. If you guys check in with my monthly debt check-in videos, I made progress on that. And I made progress on our Sam's credit card. So fingers crossed this keeps going this way. And I'm really very proud of what we've been able to accomplish. So today's cash stuffing is... I'm more thankful than you probably know. I'm just really excited. So I may have more videos like this where it's this much amount. I would love to. Or I may have more of my other videos where it's just a couple $100 or it's under $100. I don't care. Either way, no matter if you're stuffing this much money or if you're stuffing like $50, it's still more than you had and it's still progress towards anything. So I just want to... I got a comment once the other day, like talking about how much they loved how I work with smaller amounts, which I do. This is not always the norm. And so I just want to make sure that everyone here still feels encouraged and they're excited. And I'm just so excited you're here and following along with me and making progress towards your own goals. And I hope I can help with that. So we're going to get started in our high priority binder. And this cash stuffing, if you guys saw in my cash planning video, what I did was I didn't stuff for like gas, groceries, or anything like that because Chandler will be getting paid he'll be getting paid before this, but I wanted this to already be out so that I'll do a separate thing for that. And so this is just kind of stuffing all the other categories. And because it was more than I've ever done, I was able to get ahead in a lot of areas. So that way, like some things have more in them, so I can focus on like gas, groceries, and like stuff like that, since we do need to do like a Sam's Club run and actually like get stuff and stock up because we're like completely out of meat and stuff. So we'll be doing that this weekend. Thank God. Or I guess technically last weekend when you guys see this. So we're going to skip gas, groceries, and Sam's Club, and we're going to start with household. And this is getting $23. It's getting a 20 and 3 ones. Oh, and by the way, did you guys remember in my video I got the cash tray? I was so excited about this. I've got my binders here. It's a new little setup. I think it looks really nice. And it's made things a lot more organized, which is also really fun. So household now has 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Awesome. So go ahead and write this down. Ooh, 17. No, 23. Oh my God, what am I doing? 23. I just can't, guys. I've tried. I always just never do well with that stuff sometimes. Car is getting 25. It's getting a 20 and a 5. I still need to get my oil changed. So this will kind of reset soon. I just haven't been able to do it, but it's on the list. 20, 40, 60, 80, 80, or not, crap, hold on. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125. So we have 125 in here, which is great because after we get the oil change, then we'll start building up towards the next one. And then obviously my goal is to have more money in here. So that way, if anything goes wrong or we need support for something, we're pulling from this and not like an emergency fund, which I'm trying to build to actually have for something we really need. Future house, I'm really happy about this. We're actually putting $80 in here. This was one, if you saw my cash planning, I was able to do, I increased this because I really wanted to prioritize this. And since I had the opportunity in this moment, I don't know if I'm always going to be able to. I wanted to do it because it just gets us closer. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and 180. $180. That's insane. That makes me so happy. We really would love to have a house, next year. We're so tired of living in apartments and running out of space, and our fingers are so freaking crossed right now that we can do that. So let's keep the momentum going. Date night is getting 20 and it's getting 2 10s. And so now date night has 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. What's something, by the way, I was going to ask you guys, what's something, 20, there we go, that you guys do if you're married or you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? What is something that you guys have done lately that's been a really fun date night? Because I wanted to kind of switch something up. You know, for the last couple of date nights, I feel like we've done, like we went to our first movie in like years, like a couple months ago to see Wicked. And then we'll go out to dinner. And honestly, before that, we were just like cooking a dinner together at home just because, again, we couldn't afford to go out. And so I'm trying to put like little things in here to maybe build some stuff up over time. Like if we wanted to go do like putt-putt or I don't know. So any ideas, I would love them. I'd love to hear what you guys do because anything I can do to try to make it more fun, I would like to. Emergency fund is actually getting a 50. This is also something I was able to really put money into, and I'm really proud to build this up. So now emergency fund has 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. I would love to have, to start, if you guys follow Dave Ramsey, I love a lot of his stuff. I think I mentioned before, I try to get information from everywhere. And they always say that you should start with $1,000 emergency fund and really try to prioritize it. And so I've been trying to. And so my goal is to build this up to that. And then after that, you know, you work at the same time, you're working on getting out of debt. And then you build up a 6-month, you know, emergency fund with all your expenses, bills, and all of that. So I feel like this is a good first step. We're working on our debts, and then we'll work on building like a fully funded emergency fund. So fingers crossed we can get there, but I'm really excited. This is the first time I've ever had an emergency fund in my life. I've never even had that. So it's possible. Even if like there's one person I follow on here that she literally just puts $5 a week. And that's what I've honestly always been doing. I've been doing $5 or $10. We just got lucky this time, so I could put more. And so I took advantage of the moment because I felt like that was a category that really needed to be prioritized. And so we did. So that's contribute to an emergency fund if you can. Low priority binder is my purple one here. So the first category is eating out, and I'm actually putting something else in here. So I'm going to put $30 in, which what is this? Oh, this was my old thing. I'm going to take that out. I was like, what is that? We're doing a 20 and a 10. That was like my initial little like tracker thing that I did. So now eating out has 20, 40, and $50. So that's a lot. That's fantastic. I kind of wanted to write it right here. 4, 16. Wait, what did I put? Yep, 30. I just said 50. I could have done the math. But my trackers aren't always updated. So sometimes I'm like, no, I won't do that. That's okay. All right, personal care is getting 30. It's also getting a 20 and a 10. So now personal care has, let's see here. Personal care has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. That's huge. I have not had that much in here, I don't think, ever, aside from when I was saving up to get the shampoos, which now, what's nice, I'm saving up for shampoos, and I want to order Chandler some of his favorite, like, shaving stuff. I just hadn't did it yet because I was honestly pulling from here for a couple other things, and then I needed to keep building back up. So now I can, and then still be halfway towards, like, my shampoos when they run out. So that'll be a nice little win there. Clothing is also getting 30, and it's getting a 20 and a 10. So now clothing has, let's see here. Clothing has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80, which is nice because I feel like for the longest time, all I ever had in here was $10 because I think the max I ever had in here was like, you know, maybe $30, and I could never keep anything in here. And not to say that won't happen again in a week, but I'm happy that we actually have something in here. I would love to get Chandler his new work boots and both of us some new clothes because I feel like both of us have been wearing the same clothes for like 10 years. So we need to update, guys. It'd be nice. Lily Fund, I was excited. I'm really going to contribute to this one. I'm putting $67 in here. So we're getting 3 20s, a 5, and 2 ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the ones here. This is one I might have to condense soon because I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this for much longer. Okay, so now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 25, 130, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 140, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $147. That's awesome. Here, I'm gonna put this here. I feel like I keep going back and forth for where I want to write, like which side, but it's fine. 147. That's awesome. We're building it. I'm definitely gonna need to condense that. And honestly, some of these, I was thinking the other day, we're going to get to my pet binder shortly, but some of these I want to start. We have our like high yield savings account with the checking account that we have too. And I need to start putting some of these in there because like I have one for like my vet visits, which we're going to get to. And that already has a couple $100s in here. And I have like almost 100 in the bank. So it does me no good to just have those higher denominations just sitting here when they could be accruing interest, and because it's pretty decent. It's like almost 5%. So it's like, why not? So this, I might start doing that with some of my Lily funds too and just save up over time. So I may take this out soon and just kind of do some placeholders. Chandler's hair is getting 15. It's getting a 10 and a 5. So now Chandler's hair has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which is great. Got a haircut the other day. And he looked really nice. He kind of came back though, and he made me laugh because he was like, I think the lady always only wants to do my hair when I come in. I don't think she wants anyone else to do it. I was like, what do you mean? And he's just like, well, she kind of told me that she likes doing my hair and she gets excited about it. So I was like, oh, yep, you might be stuck. My haircut is getting 15 as well. And so now we have 10, 20, 25, and 30. $30. This is one I've shared. My hairdresser will be having her baby probably in a week or two, to be honest, is when she said she's going to be getting induced. She was at the end of April. And so my haircut's not going to be again until like June when she's back. But I want to go ahead and my goal is to have 2 haircuts worth already in there so that way I can be prepared. So this already puts me almost halfway to 1, which is great. And it's still like, April. So I feel like we're doing really good. Now let's move to our pet binder, which is my pink one, which you guys know is my favorite binder. It just is. So we're going to start with dog food, and it's getting its usual 24, 20 and 4 ones, 3, 4. So now dog food has, let me put my ones up here, 20, 40, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $76. So when we do this one more time, this will give us what we need for our dog food, which we're still doing good on. And I think when Chandler gets paid, some of that money will go towards the dog food, and that'll finish that off, and then we'll just be, ready to go. So that'll be nice. Well, this didn't work at all. Hold on. Trying to not put my head in the camera, but I'm really losing to these bills. Okay. Oh, that was a fight. Okay, cat food is also getting, it's $24. So let's put a 20 there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 24. So 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 57. Perfect. So now I'll do, I realize I didn't update this after I did it apparently, because I know I bought some food and I don't think I updated this tracker. I could have sworn I did, but I guess not. Nail trims, I am doing $30, and I'm doing a 20 and 10 ones. And my thought here was I would already have enough for a whole nother nail trim. Plus I had like $7 left over because it was, $14.07. So I was like, I'll just put the ones in here because that gets me 2 1/3 of the dollar bill side that I need for 2 more. So I was like, then it just works. And I can literally just put in like a 20 or another 20 or something, and then we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to pull that apart because when I went to the bank, even the girl who was doing it for me, she's like, these ones are pretty fresh and crisp, so you may have to really pull them apart to make sure you get them. So now Nail Trims has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $76. Oh my gosh, that's more than I expected. I had the math, but, or sorry, it's 30. I had the math, but it was still really good. Ah, it's falling. Deposit. And he'll get a nail trim soon, so this will kind of be emptied a little bit soon, but that's where we're at right now. Not bad. I'm really happy to be ahead of that. Okay, the next one is dog supplements. This is getting 30, a 20, and a 10. So now dog supplements has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. That's exciting. We're basically where we need to be for getting their next dental supplement, which is awesome, which we still have time. I don't think I actually really need that till sometime next month. So that makes me excited. And we just got their fish oil in. So we're actually ahead in this, which is awesome. Dog Sports is getting 60. We amped up on this one. So Dog Sports, it's 3 20s. 1, 2, 3. So Dog Sports now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 175. That's, oh my God, that's incredible. 175. Oh, that's supposed to be a 60. I wrote 16. Do you just ever think that your brain just like stops working? It stops sending the thoughts to the correct location, because that's how it feels sometimes when I do this. I'm like, promise I'm smart. Just doesn't seem that way sometimes in these videos. Pet Supplies is getting 30. It's getting a 20 and a 10. Let me get this. There we go. 20 and 10. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 70, and 75. Perfect. That really fills that up really well. I need to get some new filters for their one fountain, and I'm good on cat litter right now, but like I definitely could probably use some soon, so that'll take care of that, which is nice. Horse Care is getting 20, and it's getting a 20. So Horse Care now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. That's huge. That is awesome. I feel like that really is keeping me ready in case I need anything, if I want to get treats for the show, if I want to get anything the horse might need. That makes me feel really good. I would love to really build this up, especially for when I get my own horse. And if I already have this built up, it kind of makes that first little bit of time easier for when they're adjusting. If I need supplements, if I need stuff for ulcers, like that's kind of where my mind goes, is like, I just want to have this built up. And at some point I may do a sinking fund for this too, or like a high yield savings. I forget what they're called. And like, I know Ally does like buckets or something, and SoFi is what we use. I forget what other vaults. I do a vault for this. Horse shows, I was doing a lot. I was doing 75 because we need to make progress. And I was doing a 50, a 20, and a 5. So now Horse shows has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 155, 160, and 165, I think, right? Oh, I didn't have a tracker for this. Let me double check that. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 155, 60, 165. Okay, sorry. I just had to double check. So this is making huge progress. My horse show that I'm hoping to do is at the end of May, and I really have to build this up before I get there, or else I won't feel comfortable going. Vet visits, I decided to double this. Vet visits is actually getting 100. So now vet visits has 100, 152, 253, and I know I have like 70 something in the bank. So now we almost have 4 in here. So this is one that I think I am going to deposit into the bank and move to our high yield savings, so this can start saving a lot of interest, because I would love to have as much money in the vet visits vault as possible, just because things are not cheap, you guys. Pet Meds is getting, where is this? Oh, it's up here. $66. Okay, this is one. I did my cash stuffing last week. I need to deposit this so I can, or pay myself back for Diesel's meds that I ordered. And so I'm putting $66 in here because since I was able to, my goal, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to add it to it. I know it's $268 because this is $202, so I'm not going to count that, and then I'll grab it in a second. My idea was that I would do $33 every time, and that would get me ahead for how much I need if I broke down what the flea medicines cost at a 6-month amount per month, and it was like $33. So since Annie has already just got her second dose this month, I wanted to go ahead and do this, and then I'm doing it twice so that way I can be further ahead, and then anytime I have extra money, I'm going to try to just put it in here since obviously I have 2 dogs and that's accounting for 1, but it's still progress. That was my thinking. So now we technically have 20, 40, 60, 65, 66 on top of this. So I'm going to go ahead and sort this really quickly. But that's why I didn't want to like add that in to this because I'm about to take this out and I didn't want it to be confusing on that regard and think I have like all this money when I really just kind of started over again. So just so you guys know, but I still updated it there for myself. Okay, put this here. And then Future Horse, I have $30, putting a 20 and a 10. So now Future Horse has 20, 30, 40, 50, and $60. That's awesome. This is also one, when I start getting to a certain point, this will most definitely go into a high yield savings because I'll take any extra money I can get for this. I'm going to do that for like the vet visits, the house, all of that. And I definitely need to condense some of this because this is kind of barely close. But I'm not mad about it. I've never been able to say that before, so I'm really happy. Let's go into my business binder. We are doing something really cool in here for the first time. So this, I'm actually stuffing every single one of these. I've never done that before. And it was something that, again, we were able to this time around, and I was really excited about it. So I have my sheet over here, so we're going to go a little out of order. My goal with all of these, some of these you can buy annual stuff. Some of it's just monthly. So my goal is to save up like a year's worth for like all of it, whether it's the annual payment up front or I just have a year's worth for all the ones that come out monthly. That's my goal. Because then I feel like if I already have a lot of my business expenses covered and shared and covered for like a year's worth, it's just profit at that point. That's my goal. So G Suite is getting 15, a 10, and a 5. And so that's what it has. And I thought I was going to do it before this video and I got distracted and forgot. But I got my new envelopes that are like, this kind. And I meant to change it out, but I didn't, but that's okay. So now we're going to put 15 in here. Perfect. All right. The next one is Tailwind. This is 25. So it's getting a 20 and a 5. And that's also all it has. So now I feel like I can't tell if this one isn't open. Oh, this one wasn't open. Oh, okay. Perfect. 20 and a 5. So 4. Let's put this in here. I was about to write the number 4 because I said 4. I can't deviate, guys. Linktree is getting $9. It's getting 5 and 4 once. And that is all it has. Let's see, is this open? Nope. Okay. I try to just keep all these open because before I was closing them and then I would just never, I would always forget. So I was like, I'll just leave them all open. And I still forget. But I think those were closed probably because I never touched them. And that's why. Website domain I skipped because we finished this and I will start building this up because it's only $12 for the year. And if I have like a couple years worth in here, then that's a win. But I just wanted to skip and focus on these new ones since I haven't before. Hosting and security is actually getting a big chunk here, guys. This is actually getting $100. And I've been doing 30 every time, but the reason why I did 100 is because I actually had the extra money here. I needed to do it. I found something cheaper, and by doing this, it puts me closer to what that would be in the time frame that I need it, and it just makes my life a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about not being able to renew my website for my business. So now we have 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 110, 20, 30, 40, and 150. So this, I have to look up the final cost of what it's going to be because the new program I have to look at, or the new company, and see if there's any like fees that they will charge for like setting it up for me. Because my biggest thing is like, I didn't want to have any interruptions in my current website from switching hosting providers. And so I know that they will be able to help with that, but sometimes, you know, you do have to pay for the help. So that's just something that like, I know I need at least a certain amount, but I don't know for things like that. So I'm just going to try to aim on the high side, but that's at least halfway to like the minimum-ish that I need. So fingers crossed, it's all included. CapCut is getting 10. That is the video editing app that I use. I think it's owned by TikTok. I like it. It's pretty straightforward. And this would be, you know, one of those, I just put money in there. It would be one of those things where like, this would be, you know, 120 for the year. It's $10. It's like $9.99. So I just round up, and that's something I would love to have. Key search is getting 20, and I think the last of the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, $24. This is an even 24. This is the tool that I use for my SEO research, for my blog posts and stuff like that for my job, and even for some of my YouTube descriptions. It is a fantastic app. It shows you, like for any of my marketing nerds in here, it shows you like where certain keywords rank, the difficulty level. You can even do stuff like that for your own website. So that way you can see like, oh, like I couldn't make any progress here. I'm not going to. I'm not even going to try to use that keyword because the only people who could get that is a retail store that's been around for 50 years and they have all the power in the world. So it's really helpful. I discovered that a couple years ago, and 10 out of 10 recommend if you're ever wanting to improve your keyword research that way for any of your businesses that you guys have. Canva is getting 30. It's getting a 20 and a 10. This is one that I'm really hoping I can save up for the annual membership. I used to have Canva Pro and I paid for it monthly. And then when everything got super tight, I cut back on oops, sorry, I hit my tripod. Make sure, am I still good? Yeah, okay. I cut back on every single expense that I had because again, I just had to focus on being as profitable as I could and being able to pay just my bills because last year was really rough. And so I canceled everything, and I've been using just the free membership, which I have been able to get away and figure out a lot of things on my own by doing that. But it would be nice to be able to use certain elements and aspects again. So I'm trying to save up to have the year membership already. And I think it's like $120 for the year. And that takes off a decent amount instead of paying it monthly. And so I'm going to try to do $30 4 times because there's no rush on this. I've had it canceled for a long time. And so I can start this whenever I want. So however long it takes to build that is when we'll start. So I'm not in any rush. Adobe is getting 30. This one I actually have the thing in there. It's getting a 20 and a 10. That's what I pay every month for the apps that I use. It's mostly, honestly, it's mostly just the Adobe Acrobat for filling out PDFs and contracts, plus InDesign, because that's, or not, yeah, I think it's InDesign for my media kit that I have built in there that I had someone build for me years ago, and I still use that program to have it built because I don't want to change it because I love it. So that's that one. ConvertKit is getting a 50. This is one that I really would like to have paid in advance because this is my email marketing platform. This is one that you do get a discount if you are able to pay the annual fee. So I would really like to, because I pay about this a month for it. It's like $49 something. So this one, I would love to not have that expense every month. Again, it would really help me out. Taxes, I'm doing $100. Now that I have enough to pay for my accountant to do it, I want to start having money in here for not only what I potentially will owe for the previous year, but my goal is to start building this up and always trying to do an amount of my earnings every single time towards this and paying this like quarterly. So that way I can make a dent and never have to do it the following year and be worried about not having enough money. So I'm really going to try to do better at this. It's one of those things that you learn as a business owner. It's not fun, but we all have to do it. And I'm trying to be better. Photo shoots, I'm not putting anything in because I'm trying to always have any of the deals and stuff that I organize and partnerships that I do, I'm always trying to make sure my photo shoot costs are more than covered. And so I'm going to try to not contribute to that for a little bit as like a kind of challenge to myself to make sure I can do it. So fingers crossed, I do that. Holiday binder is now what we're in. And this one we're actually putting in every single one too. This is, by the way, this cash stuffing, I was the first time, not only in the cash planning video that I did where I filled out every single like category, but this is the first time I've stuffed every holiday that I have in here. And I don't even have all of them. I just have kind of some of the main ones for like the remaining of the year or stuff like that. Because I didn't do Valentine's Day or anything like that because we were getting married in the beginning of the year. And I was like, we're about to have the biggest Valentine's Day party after Valentine's Day. So no. So I just started with what was important. So Mother's Day is getting a 50. And so Mother's Day now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. 150. That's exciting. This was one I know I tried to put a little extra money in this time because it just puts us closer to getting here for what we need. Because I also don't know how soon I have to like book this. So I'd rather have the money ready as soon as I can. And if waits till the last minute, but I'm trying. Summer is getting 20 and a 5. This one I was really excited about. I wanted to start building this up so that way we can actually go do some fun things, whether it's paying to visit certain beaches, whether it's going on, sorry, I think I just hit my tripod, going to certain new water parks. Like, I don't know, like I just wanted to start building this up so we could do some fun things this summer because I feel like we really don't do as much, or we haven't done a lot in the past couple years because we've just been like either financially strapped or just, I don't know, a handful of things. So I'm really trying to make sure we can do some fun stuff together as a couple and even going out with friends. So trying, I'm trying. I feel like COVID got us all in this routine of like staying inside and not being as social. And I'm like the most social person. So I was like, okay, I need to get back to that. So I'm trying to stuff these things so that way we can always go out and do stuff and have fun. And of course, still have that balance at home because I do like hanging out at home. Halloween, I'm putting $10 in. This isn't like my like most favorite holiday. I like it, like it's fun, but I don't really have like a goal here for how much I want in here. I just want to have like maybe, I don't know, maybe $100 or something like that. This is one of those things where like I just want to put money in here. So if we wanted to get extra candy and go give it out at a fun event, whether it's for like church or something or neighborhood, or if we wanted to actually make some costumes, get some costumes, go to a party, I don't know, host a Halloween party. I just wanted to have it just to give us an opportunity to do something that we haven't probably done in a long time. Thanksgiving, I'm doing 15. I usually do 5. I know there's some money in here. So Thanksgiving now has 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and 25. I feel like last year we needed like $100 for like food, and that included like the turkey and everything. So $100 is kind of my goal here too, to have that, and then that covers the food, and then anything in addition to that will be for if we go on a trip this year again, which would be cool. But I may start like a whole separate thing for that. I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided. And then Christmas is getting our last 40. So now Christmas has 20, 40, 60, and 80. And I think I shared this on my cash planning, but like now I officially basically have enough for our tree for this year, which makes me so happy. So that way, at this point, everything on top of that can be for our family and friends gifts, as well as for all of our, you know, all of the charitable stuff that I would really like to do that I wasn't able to do as much last year because I didn't have any money. So I'm really hoping I can do something like that this year and do the things that I used to do with like my mom all the time. Like whether it's like the angel tree at like the post office, that was like my favorite thing. Or like I have my pet blog. I really want to do some more stuff with like shelters and stuff. So really hope that I can build that out and do some really cool things this year because it always makes me feel really good. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It's an easy and free thing you can do to support me, and it honestly makes my day. I love getting those notifications because it just makes me really excited to have met another person who is just excited to make money or make dents in their financial goals with their money and just get ahead. So hope you guys have a fantastic week or weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.